Hello everyone, welcome to Lukman IS. Today we are going to have the Hindu analysis of 20th November 2020. So let us see which are the important articles in today's The Hindu newspaper. So these are the articles for mains purpose and for prelims purpose. Before starting the lecture, let me tell you on editorial page and op-ed page, those articles, yes, they are relevant to our syllabus. But however, the content of the article that somehow that is already covered. At the same time, some articles are, let's say, politically inclined to give some negative criticism of the government, तो वो हमारे लिए इतना important नहीं है. We should not prepare in that sense. However, in future, whenever the articles appear on those topics relevant to our examination, we will take input. However, these articles for mains purpose and for prelims purpose are important. Let us try to understand. The first article here, the context of the article is that PM was addressing one tech summit, Bangalore Tech Summit 2020, and he provided the significance of technology in the governance. Okay, some important, let's say, examples are given in the article or in his speech. So let us try to take input for this particular essay topic, the role of technology in governance. Now this can be the expected essay topic this year also, as we can see the government at present is focusing more on, you can see here, technology first was a governance model of the present government. So that's why from starting in 2014, the JAM Trinity and Jan Dhan account opening and all these things, direct benefit transfer. So in similar manner, various reforms were undertaken and use of technology has significantly increased in the governance aspect. Yes, Digital India Mission launched 5 years ago is not being seen as a regular government initiative and has now become the way of life, especially for the poor and marginalized and those in the government. Okay, technology first was their governance model, that is the present governance model, government's governance model. Okay, so India is uniquely positioned to leap ahead in the information era, and we have the best minds as well as the biggest market. Our local tech solutions have the potential to go global. It is time for tech solutions that are designed in India but deployed for the world. So this is how our Prime Minister seek, or we can say sought the young minds in the country to provide such technological solutions which can be designed in India, which are designed in India and deployed for the world. At the peak of COVID-19 lockdown, it was technology that ensured that poor received proper and quick assistance. Okay, so yes, through we can say that interoperability of one ration, one nation scheme or other such let's say provisions for poor people, that was helpful because of this technology. Talking of the government's Swamitva scheme, Mr. Modi observed that giving land titles to millions of people in rural areas was ambitious scheme and it would be achieved through technology like drones. This will not only bring an end to many disputes but will also empower people. Once property rights are given, technology solutions can ensure prosperity. Okay, so this is again example, you can quote this example in essay, use of technology in governance. At the same time, there are some concerns, that is cyber security concerns. Yes, with rapid increase in the use of technology, data protection as well as cyber security has become very important. So our Prime Minister pointed out this. He called on youth to play a big role in devising robust cyber security solutions. At the same time, he highlighted the difference between industrial era and industrial age and information age, that is at present, and industrial age 200 years ago, highlighting the differences between industrial age and information age. He said that in the information era, the first mover did not matter, the best mover did, and that anyone can make the product anytime that disrupts all existing equations of the market. In the industrial era, boundaries mattered, but in information era was all about going beyond the boundaries. So such kind of statements, explanation, arguments, analysis can be written in this essay, role of technology in the governance, or we can say that the kind of information era that we are witnessing at present, the kind of disruptive technologies we are experiencing at present, in future those who are having the stronghold over these technologies will be let's say guiding the future path of the world. Fine. So yes, essay topic role of technology in the governance. This is specific. In general technology पे भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, जहाँ पे जनरल हो सकता है क्वेश्चन बहुत ही. Yes. From prelims perspective, willow warble spotted for the first time. Now, the bird watcher in Thiruvananthapuram district has spotted this willow warbler. Scientific name याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. One of the longest migrating small birds that breeds throughout the northern and temperate Europe and Palearctic has been sighted for the first time in the country in Thiruvananthapuram. जब भी कोई माइग्रेटरी बर्ड फर्स्ट टाइम हम साइट करते हैं या कोई नया बर्ड जो है या कोई भी स्पेसीज जो है when it is let's say discovered for the first time, that becomes important for our examination. Some characteristics of the bird weighs around 10 gram and has long wing feathers that helps it fly long distances. Usually seen in European and Palearctic region, the bird migrate to sub-Saharan region in early winter. So what is important for such kind of let's say species for our examination in prelims is the name of that species and then some important characteristics and its natural habitat and let's say whether it is winter migrating, summer migrating bird. Such kind of things are very important and its let's say habitat in India. So at present it is let's say found in Kerala, Vallayani, Panchakari paddy fields are birding hotspots on the outskirts of Thiruvananthapuram. So location wise you can see this is Kerala and this is the location of Thiruvananthapuram district and this is we can say that the expanded area of this paddy fields. Location the southern tip of we can say Kerala. Vallayani, Panchakari paddy fields, these are bird hotspot. Now this is also important for prelims examination. Fine. So yes, take input accordingly, make note of it. Oxford vaccine triggers a robust immunity in elders. Yes, the early results of phase 2 trials now have been documented in Lancet journal. SARS-CoV vaccine developed by a team at the University of Oxford has shown triggered robust immune system response in healthy adults aged 56 to 69 and those over 70 years. Okay, so name of that vaccine is ChAdOx1 and COVID-19 vaccine. Excuse me. The Oxford group has tied up with the Pune-based Serum Institute of India and the head CEO of Serum Institute of India recently said that the vaccine should be available for the health workers and elderly by around February 2021 and by April for the general public and will be priced at maximum of rupees 1000 for 2 necessary doses for the public depending on final trial results. Probably by 2024 every Indian would get vaccinated. Okay. Yes. So in recent times we have talked about various vaccine efficacy of various vaccines, like one developed by Pfizer company, one developed by Moderna, and now the Oxford University developed vaccine. Fine. Yes, in Apex speech, Xi touts China's economy at the base of free trade. So President Xi Jinping held China as pivot point for global free trade. So he was addressing Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum held online this year because of pandemic, which brings together 21 Pacific Rim countries accounting for about 60% of global GDP. So for our examination, prelims examination, APEC institution is important, some background, some basics. APEC, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, is intergovernmental forum of 21 member countries of Pacific Rim. So basically all these 21 members has boundary with Pacific Ocean. Okay, and they promotes free trade throughout the Asia Pacific region. It started its operation in 1989 in response to growing interdependence of Asia Pacific economies and advent of regional trade blocs in other parts of the world. It aimed to establish new markets for agriculture products and raw materials beyond Europe. Headquarter is located in Singapore. So this is basic information, members, number of members, start, headquarters, and some unique information of this is that the heads of the government of all APEC members except China attend the annual APEC economic leaders meeting. चाइना के कौन आता है? चाइना के इकोनॉमिक लीडर एज इकोनॉमिक लीडर मिनिस्ट्रियल लेवल ऑफिशियल आते हैं, ठीक है, चाइनीज ताइपेई. The location of the meeting rotates annually among the members of economy and the famous tradition involves the attending leaders dressing in the national costume of the host country. ये एक practice है उनमें. India is not member of APEC, though it has applied for observer status. So still we do not have that observer status also. As many countries in this grouping say that it is not having boundary with the Pacific Ocean. So that's why all these 21 members have boundary with a border with Pacific Ocean. Okay. So this is basic information for prelims perspective. This kind of question for practice prelims. Let us try to attempt this question. Asia Pacific economic cooperation, consider the following statement. It is grouping of 21 Pacific countries for promotion of free trade in Asia Pacific region. This is correct. Headquarter is located in Shanghai, China. No, this is incorrect statement. It is located in Singapore. So this is incorrect statement. The heads of the government of all APEC members except Republic of China attend an annual APEC economic leaders meeting. This is also correct statement. So that's why answer is 1 and 3. Yes, headquarters of all these organizations is very important. Face reality on Hong Kong. Beijing tells Five Eyes. So some unique information here. The China rejected latest attack on its Hong Kong policy by US and several its allies, saying that they should face to the reality that former British colony has been returned to the China. That Hong Kong was the former British colony and it has been returned to China, and it is now internal aspect of China. So other countries should not, let's say, interfere. And this was a response to the statement issued on Hong Kong by US, UK, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, which together make up an intelligence partnership known as Five Eyes. ये information हमारे prelims examination के लिए important है. Five Eyes, FEEY. So for prelims, you need to know which are these 5 countries. Intelligence Alliance, comprising of Australia, Canada, New Zealand, United Kingdom, and USA. So here we can understand that Australia, Canada, UK and United States can be the members, but this New Zealand is unique here. We, let's say, cannot predict whether New Zealand can be such member of intelligence alliance here. So France या Germany ऐसे आप confuse हो सकते हो उसमें, right? So yes, so these countries are parties to the multilateral UK USA agreement, the Treaty for Joint Cooperation in Signals Intelligence. ये actually post World War II and the kind of intelligence alliance these countries had, UK and US. So Australia, Canada, New Zealand joined to these 2 countries. So Five Eyes. This kind of question we can expect here. Practice prelims question. Five Eyes, sometimes seen in news, is an intelligence alliance of 5 countries. Which of the following countries is not one among them? Okay. So you can see here that this France is not one of these countries. USA, UK, Australia and New Zealand and Canada are 5 countries. Fine. Okay. So these were important articles from today's The Hindu newspaper. For further information on editorial discussion classes or ED classes wherein in-depth analysis of all mains related articles and issues is done by Ansari sir and team, you can contact Lukman IAS. Thank you.